So, hello everyone. Welcome to our wonderful Wednesday afternoon webinar. Today we are going to talk about the importance of price. So, including such wonderful information like what do traders mean when they talk about the price? Why is the price so important and what does it tell us? The price, of course, and how can we effectively trade the price. So I want to please you that you make sure you stay until the end of the webinar, because I want to show you why the price is the most important information in trading. So my name is Markus Gabel. I'm here the host and I'm the professional trader, speaker, analyst, trading and life coach. I love to talk about real life and part of game and part of trading. Of course, I'm a real trader. I have only real accounts. And I do that like more than 22 years right now. I trade the global markets. So more information you will find on my actually German homepage. I'm working on the English homepage and I will publish it very soon. In this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex and CFD broker that offers trading on over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5. And finally, dear listeners, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like this video, share it with other traders, and subscribe so you will never miss an episode. So, and now this was the short introduction. Welcome, and I love to welcome here all of you in this wonderful webinar. Plum and Robert, Ronald, I really appreciate it a lot that you spend your lifetime with me. So, before we start with the first slide, I want to share my story with you about this special prize. I hope you are interested on it, on my private story, when I figured out about the point about the price. So it was a long time ago right now, and when I prepared the slides for this special topic, I remember that time. It's, I guess, 15 years or 13 years ago. I was engaged in trading for 7 years at that time, and I trade everything: the DAX, the Dow, gold, oil, Euro, USD, British pound, something else. And I thought I was an expert, and but I wasn't. I promise I wasn't an expert. And I realized that I trade something else. And I realized at that time, long time ago, of course, that I make money and I lost money. So at the end, under the line, it was a zero game for me. And I couldn't understand why. So the only thing I realized at that time that I waste my lifetime. I spent so much money in front of the screen, and my reward was nothing, was zero, only the cost for the broker, of course. So in that time, the universe sends my mentor, my teacher to me. And I know that time, I know that day like it would be yesterday. So we met each other in the English Garden here in Munich, which is one of the capitals here in Germany. And we had a wonderful meeting, and I was so proud that I found a teacher, one of the famous authors here in Germany, Michael Vogt is his name. And I was really proud that he was spending his time with me, the small little Marcus here in Germany. But I guess he saw something else in me. So, and he asked me at that time in the English Garden, it was a sunny, wonderful, lovely day. And he asked, Marcus, what do you trade? And I said, I'm trade DAX and Dow and gold and Euro, USD. And he asked me, are you successful? And I said, not really. So then he was sitting in front of me, so in the opposite direction. He asked me again, Marcus, what do you trade? And I'm looking to him and I said already, I trade DAX and gold and oil and Euro USD. And he was looking at me like a crazy, stupid guy. And he asked me again, he said, no, what do you trade? So maybe you know such situation, if a person is asking you one of the same question again and again, and you're getting angry because you feel so stupid and you want to punch him in the face. But he was a famous guy, couldn't do that at that time. That's, I was looking at him and I was so with my forehead, wrinkling my forehead, and I said, what do you mean? And he said, I ask you again, Marcus, what do you trade? So that time I was really confused and I said, I trade DAX. And he said, no. I said, yes. And he said, no, you don't. And as of course, there's written DAX on it on the chart and Euro USD and Dow Jones. And he said, no, you don't. Then I said to him, I don't know if I'm right here with you because I don't understand. And at that time, he explained me the big and deep secrets about real trading. And I'm really grateful till the day and until the end of my life for this special lesson in my life, because this was a game changer. So this was my private story when I heard the first time about the price, and it was a really funny situation. He asked me, I guess 4 times, what do you trade? And I always said the same, DAX and Dow. And he said, no, you don't. And I said, yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. I said, okay, you know what I think, but I didn't say this. I didn't say it at that time, but I think, okay, what do you want from me right now? So that's the point why I want to talk about the special prize today. And maybe you're on the same stage like me when I was at that time, and it was a really game changer. And today I would say it with the words of Barney Stinson, you know, it was a legend. Legendary moment when I realized the knowledge about the price. So maybe you are the same stage like me. When you come to trading, we only have eyes only for the chart. So we are focused on candles. We love real and green and red candles, or maybe you use black and white or something else color. And we read a lot of news and subscribed to several newsletters from seemingly successful traders. You know, all the guys here in Germany or in Europe or wherever you are, in every country, there are placed a lot of guys, they wrote or they write and tons of newsletters. And I had the same at that time. I guess I had 3 or 4 newsletters subscribed at that time. They read it and I read it every morning before I start to trading. So the name of the underlying asset was more important for me than anything else. I wanted to trade Euro USD and I wanted to trade DAX and gold and silver and oil, and I wanted to become an expert in that. And to be honest, I saw me a little bit like an expert in trading oil and silver because I saw the chart and I thought by me, I know what will happen. Yeah, so maybe you know what I'm talking about here, and maybe you make this little bit similar, how should I say, experience like that. So after a while, we figure out that we should trade the trends or maybe the movement. After a while, I hope you are on that stage already. So, but at the end, I was, and that the point I say, we are still focused on single candle. Worse, we are focused on every single candle. So another story of myself, really in the earlier stage of my trading, before I met my mentor, my teacher, really, I was literally living with every candle on the right side. So if I have a long position open, I was happy if I could see a green candle. And if I must see a red candle, I was confused and angry and frustrated and depressed about that. And this kind of feeling, yes, from the heaven back to hell, and this in every single candle. And if you do that in the mini chart, you know about that feeling, and you are done in the evening. Even you didn't do anything, just only sitting in front of the screen. So, and we try to interpret then every single candle to see what could happen next. Then we start to draw trend lines and channels and use indicators and awesome other tools, the tools of helpful things in trading that are almost limitless. But even by that time, most of us, and me as well, never think about the price. We used everything: trend lines, channels, indicators, oscillators, newsletters, and on, but we didn't have a view at the price. That was the early stage of my story too. What's the meaning of the price? Let's talk about that. If you were a lucky trader, you realize that the beginning of everything about trading is the order book. Have you heard about the order book already? Today? When did you hear the first time about the order book once you came to trading? Was it the first word you heard about trading when you came to trading once that time? Or only a couple of months later? The first time you have only the first glance is about red and green candles. And at that moment, you see the order book the first time. And after the first glance into that order book, you realized, oh, there are no trend lines in it, no channels. I cannot see in the order book any indicators. What the heck is happening there? The only thing I can see in the order book are numbers. No trend lines, no indicators, no oscillators, nothing. None of them. Only damned numbers. And these numbers signaling that buyers and sellers and the price they want to buy or sell. Because you cannot see any trend lines in the book map. You only see numbers, and one of the numbers is the price. The only important number in this order book is the price. Remember that and never forget it. You trade the price. So it's always the same, because if you trade gold, for example, you ask by yourself, how much is it? You don't ask about the trend line. You ask about the price. So maybe you have to go a little bit inside your mind, and then you will figure out that behind the scenes, you ask about the price. So for an experienced trader, only the price is the crucial point in trading, because all people, they are engaged in trading around the world, want to buy or want to sell. And guys, you cannot buy a trend line. You cannot buy a trend channel. You cannot sell an indicator, but you can buy a thing at a special price, and you can sell a thing about a special price. Everything, guys, ladies and gentlemen, everything has a price, even in trading. Why? Because we trade assets. Or if you trade CFDs, for example, then the underlying assets. If you want to buy something, you have to pay for it. And if you want to sell something, you have to get something in return of it. You have to pay or you want to get something. Do you want to pay a trend line? Or you want to get back an indicator? No, you want to pay and you want to get money. And for money, you need a price. So you need the price you have to pay or you want to get. You never trade or you never pay for the trend line. Or you never will sell an indicator. Open your mind, dears, my lovely fellows. Open your mind. The only thing you pay is always the price of that underlying you want to trade. Just take a second for that. Close your eyes and think about it. If it is true that you trade the price, something changes in your mind because you are on the right side of any kind of charts. So you don't have to ask about the trend line. You don't have to ask about the indicator oscillator. The only question you have to ask about the price. So let's go one step further. What does the price tell us? First of all, only the price can give you the information how much your underlying asset is worth. Can you have the same information by an indicator? Or can you have the same information by a trend line? Or by the moon, or by the sun, or something else? No. If you want to know about the value of something, you have to ask about the price, isn't it? So for example, if you want to buy gold, you ask, how much is gold? If you want to buy gold, you need to know how much you have to pay for 1 ounce gold. And if you want to sell silver, for example, you need to know how much you get for 1 ounce silver or gold. Or maybe you want to buy oil, for example. Then you have to ask, how much is 1 barrel oil right now? Or if you want to sell your oil, then you have to ask, how much will I get from 1 barrel oil? So you need about the price. And the price always tells you how much the asset is worth. And this is the crucial point in every kind of trading. And I told you this story in the beginning. This was the game changer. This was really, how should I say, the legendary situation, and that I realized, oh my God, I was completely wrong. I wasted so much time to figure out which one is the best, which indicator is the best, which oscillator is the best, which time frame is the best. Oh my God, I spent so much time to figure out which is more worth, hourly chart, 4-hourly chart, daily chart, 5-minute, 30-second chart. Then my teacher told me, you are completely wrong. You have to ask about the damn price, because you trade prices of that special underlying or asset. I hope it's a little bit helpful for you, this information, because it's really, 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 really important. So these are things I used to teach my wonderful clients if I make coaching in this. I coach some of my clients This is one of the special part, and we go deeper and deeper and deeper in this topic, because in 45 minutes I cannot tell you everything about that. So it's just like an opening information that you open your mind a little bit for that. So the most important and of course the most crucial thing the price can tell you is the value of that asset. Because to be honest, you cannot trade the Dow Jones. You cannot trade the S&P 500. But you can trade the price of one contract of S&P 500. But you cannot trade literally the S&P 500. You cannot. You can only trade the price. So, and now you're on the right side. So please stop asking about anything. Start asking up to today about the price. And now you have to ask, oh, what's up with the price? Is it a fair value price right now? Or is it an unfair price value right now? Trend of price can tell us about a fair value or unfair value. No trending, no trading. That's cool. Thank you for that wonderful comment. Yes, no trend, no trade. So first of all, you have to ask about the price. Is it a fair price? Or do we have an unfair price right now on the right side of the chart? Because you are always on the right side of the chart. So you can have a look at the past, but at the moment you're on the right side, and the past is not important about the right side. On the right side, you have to ask what will happening in the next moment. And believe me, I tried it almost the whole life to figure it out. But believe me that no one around the world is able to tell you what happened in the next minute. No one. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the chance to trade at all. Or you can ask in other words, is the current price you actually see on the right side in the chart, is it an expensive or a cheap price? Or is it a fair price? And now let's go on and compare it with your daily life. So I don't know if you buy some goods for your household by yourself, or your wife or your girlfriend do it. So when do you used to buy your goods in a store? Would you like to buy special offers, or things that they are expensive because it's not the season for them right now? So let's take an example, strawberries. Strawberries, I like, they're so delicious, and I like them to eat them. But you know, strawberries, they have some seasons. And either we are in the season or we are outside. If we have to get them from foreign countries, they're really expensive. So when do you use to buy them? If a box of them will cost 10 euros or $10, or if they will cost $1.99, or maybe $2.94 or $49. When do you use to buy some goods? And guys, if you go to the station, for the gas station, to take some gas for your car, how often are you wondering in the past, oh, Jesus Christ, oil, so damn expensive. And maybe you will remember the time when some cologne was, I paid for them 86 cents. Oh, it was a long time ago. And today I'm really happy if I pay €1.23 or €1.16, then I'm really happy. But remember the price when I paid €1.43 and almost 50 for 1 gallon of our spread and our gas. So Think about it. You can compare it with your normal life. So only if you know the price, you will know what you have to do with your underlying asset. So it's the same, again, like going shopping. So for example, if you see something you want, you have a special feeling about the price. You go to the store and you see some clothes or some jewelries or some rings or something else you want to buy for your girlfriend or your wife, or maybe both of them, I don't know. So, and either you say, oh, that's really damn expensive, or you can see the big display special sale offers. We have it around, of course. So 1 week later, you go for shopping again, and you might see no offers and no expensive prices. So you know, okay, normal price. So I'm happy if I can pay for my gallon gasoline, maybe €1, 20, 23. Then I say, okay, it's okay. It's a normal price. So I guess you know that kind of feeling, right? In trading, you need exactly the same information because you want to buy a fair price or a special offer. And you want to sell an expensive price. If you buy something cheap and you want to sell it, you wait if the price is expensive and then you want to sell. And believe me, most of the times you will find something else, someone he wants to buy that expensive price. So that's the reason why prices are so important in trading. So how can we effectively trade the price? So first of all, you will only know which direction to trade if you know the price. So for example, if you have a cheap price and for example, I guess, no, I explained that. So I was just a thought in my mind. Yes, it was, that's okay. I didn't forget anything. So if you want to trade, if you want to make a trade and you know you are on the right side of your chart, first of all, you need to know the information, the crucial information about the price. Only if you know, is my price actually fair, or is it cheap, or is it expensive? So you know any kind of prices, you know, how should I say, a special offer will never be a special offer always. And an expensive price will not always be an expensive price. A special offer run out and an expensive price will come back. Maybe we get into the season back or about other things. So in combination with how the trends develop, and maybe you remember I covered this in another webinar, and the insights about the price, with that you have a wonderful tool in your hands to become a successful trader. And as an experienced trader, you see special areas in the chart where the price stays for a long time. This means that buyers and sellers are very satisfied with the current price and it is well balanced. So if you see long running trends, doesn't matter if it's long or short, you can assume that your price is too expensive or it is too cheap. So, and if you have this information on the right side of the chart, then you can make a really, really good decision. So if you are in an expensive price zone, then you know, oh, an expensive price will not be for always an expensive price. The price will come back anytime to the normal price. And if you really see the special offer and you see a cheap price, you have the same information, you know the same, okay, I know a special offer will not always be a special offer for always. Next week, it will run out and the price will go back to a normal price. So how can we effectively trade now the price? And for that, just the last minutes, in this, we have to compare it again with real life. You know, and I want to explain it a little bit more carefully. You know that no special offer will be available for a long time. The same for expensive prices. Go back, stay away from trading and compare it with normal life. After a while, you know, the special offer will run out and the expensive price will return to normal price. And this behavior, we're talking about the price, not a trend line, not an indicator, not an oscillator. We talk about prices. This behavior works in trading as well. Every price moves always around a so-called fair price, or in trading we used to say the so-called point of control. Remember that, write it down. We talk about in trading about the price, and here we talk about the point of control. Why is it the point of control? It's really easy. They can control the price at that special point. The traders are really satisfied with that kind of price. The traders, and most of the times the huge traders, the really huge traders, they handle the big money in the markets. They say, okay, it's fine. We are satisfied with that price. We can sell and buy for a fair price. We can control it right now. Is the price cheap or expensive? And we cannot control it anymore. Anything can happen. So that's the reason why we're talking about the point of control. Based on news or trends, sometimes the price moves away from that so-called fair price. But, and here comes the big but, it also comes back to it. And this kind of behavior you can use for your trading as well, guys. So why and how can we use that? And there's only one exception. And let me explain this one exception. Maybe you remember the time we paid really cheap prices for our gasoline, for our cars. I guess it's when I paid last time 86 cents for my gasoline for my car. I guess it's kind of a couple of years ago. And today in the year 2020, we use to accept a higher price. Of course, we are not happy about that because we remember the cheap times. But today, we are happy if we have to pay 116 or 120, and we are really angry and we are unhappy if we have to pay 130 or 136. But if we have to pay 118, 116, 133, we are happy with that new price. We use to accept a new price because we accept that the time goes by and something is going to be more expensive and expensive in that world. We have new environments, we have new developments in the macro organism, and something else. So today we accept that new price. And in trading, sometimes it happens also. Most of the times we have a fair price, but sometimes after a while, not so often in higher time frames, but very often in midi chart, for example, but not so often higher time frames, the fair price is changing because the market says, okay, we accept this new price. We have traded it for a long time right now, and earlier the price was down, the fair price, but at the moment we are really happy and we are satisfied with such kind new price. We used to do it right now, so in that way. That is the only exception when in trading the fair price is changing. So, do you want to see how we can work on it? So let's do it. Oh, a couple of minutes. We have a couple of minutes to leave. Let's do it. Let's have look at this one. And first of all, let's have a look at the S&P 500. So, and if before you ask, this is not a priceless tool. It costs some money. If you have some questions about this special tool, you can see on the left side with green and red colors, it's the so-called market profile indicator. It is not included in the MetaTrader. If you want to have it, write to me or give me an email or send it to Admiral. They will forward it to me. Then I can give you the link, of course, but it's not part of this webinar right now. But especially as an experienced trader, maybe you don't need such an indicator. As experienced minds, and you have watched thousands of charts and you have full history, for example, then you can see, so actually there could be the point of control. But what is absolutely almost impossible to figure out, where is the price zone? Where is the fair price zone? It's the border of the green line on the upper and the lower side. This you cannot figure out by yourself. For that, you need such an indicator because it counts here it counts the volume, and in Forex it counts the tick volume together. So for that, this indicator can show you actually based on this time frame you are looking for and you trade for, you can see where is regarding of the watched history, and I use everything which is less than 1 day, so 4 hourly, 1 hourly, I use 1,440 periods. Of course, I use Heikin Ashi, of course. 1,440 periods. Why exactly that number? It's a Fibonacci number. Human, natural trading. You know what I mean? So in a daily chart, I use 660 periods. So watch this chart right now. What do you can see? First of all, the fair price since roundabout in S&P 500 in 4 hourly chart since October last year, or latest, yes, October last year, roundabout was at 2,960 points. So now you know how much do you have to pay for one contract about that. And I told my clients and listeners in all my webinars, and I used to make almost 12 webinars a week in English and in German language. I always told guys, the price in S&P 500, in NASDAQ, in gold, in silver, in Dow Jones is too expensive. We have to count on it that anytime the price will come back. I cannot know the event and I cannot know when, but I knew I trade the price. And as long as the price is too expensive and the market won't change the fair price, the price will go back to a fair price. And now in this chart, you can see what happened. I know it took a lot of time, but now, finally, the coronavirus was it. Next year, maybe something else will be it. Last year, we had the trade war. The price, look at this one. Last year, we are almost too far away from the current price. And the price went back, always. And here it happens again. So look at the same thing in Euro USD. Look at this one, the fair price. The fair price last time. So last year, this is the red line here. Where's my mouse here right now? In November last year, the fair price was at 113.65. But the price was for a long time really, really low at around about 109.9. And then the market decided that the market will be more satisfied if the fair price is lower. And then you can see it changed down to 112. And then finally, last time it changed to, what it was, 111, 111.36. Last time it changed was in January 2000, this year, 2020. And then you could see about the trend, about the difference between the rate decisions of USA and Euro. We have stronger USD and really weaker Euro. And finally, at the end, it was a trend. But guys, it was clear, really clear. We are really far away from a fair price. You can never trade Euro USD because you always used to ask, how much is €1 right now? And as an answer you get, oh, it costs 111 or it costs 107. And you said, oh, damn, this is really cheap. It's a special offer. And you know, a special offer will not be stable for every time. So now you can see in a very, very quick time, the price went back to its fair price. This is awesome, guys. This is literally natural trading. That's not rocket science. It's legendary trading, guys. And if you understand the thing with the price, and if you understand the thing how trends develops, and beside if you understand the thing with the pen, that everything comes from you and not from the pen, you understand that you are on the right side of the chart. And it's only your individual perception. And you cannot know what will happen in the next minute on the right chart. The only chance you have in trading to follow your strategy, which is proven, positive proven, of course. You follow your rules, you understand the thing with the pen, you understand the thing with the price, and you understand the thing with the trend. And you understand that only you are responsible for your own trading success. If you understand what will happen in your life, and everything comes from you, you can make your dreams come come true in trading if you understand how the price works, guys. This was just a little bit explanation about the price. Let's make a little bit conclusion. Traders, to be honest, pay less attention to the price when they start trading. And in the order book, we talked about it, you find only numbers, no trend lines, no channels, no indicators, something else, which is the price. You only find numbers there. And one of them is the price. The price is the most important information in trading, guys. And you get information about whether the current price is fair, too cheap, or too expensive. And with this information about the real price, you hold a powerful tool in your hand to become a successful trader. And believe me, guys, your dream is living. I promise you, your dream is living. You have the chance to become successful in trading. You have the big chance to make money in trading, but only if you do it in the real human way. And I hope, guys, you will enjoy our wonderful trading spotlight community. Look at this homepage, tradersyard.com. We have a wonderful, amazing community there with Jens, Paul, and myself. We shared all our ideas there. We trade together with you, and we encourage you to follow your dreams. And we support you there. And then you can open, if you have a real account on Admiral Markets, put some deposit on it and trade with us. And we will lead you to your own private success. If you want to have some introductions about ETFs, then spend your time with my congenial partner, Jens, on Friday. What is an ETF, how to and why invest in ETFs, and how to use them to diversify your portfolio. Same place, same time, only just on Friday. And guys, what should I say? I'm almost punctually at the moment, 45 minutes. Thanks a lot for your lifetime. I hope you learned a little bit. And if you watch this on video on YouTube later, give us a like. If you have some questions, talk to me on my homepage, tradingandpersonality.com. And of course, visit our Admiral homepage. And thanks, guys. I wish you a wonderful, lovely day. And be careful about your thoughts. You know, they're the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.